Hello again. Welcome to my basement, my home yoga studio. I hope you are all doing well, and I hope that this shelter in place, this quarantine, has not been taking too much of a toll on you mentally and physically. I hope everyone is safe at home, healthy, and finding some happiness in this forced family time, this forced self-reflection maybe. So with that said, I'd like to just do a little bit of a gentle practice today. So please close your eyes. We're going to start with a little bit of centering. I found this little poem that I'd like to read to you. It's from this book called From Root to Bloom by Dana Falls. And I do read this sometimes in my classes. She's a really wonderful author. So I have a little something that I'd like to read that resonated with me this morning. So please close your eyes, bring your hands to your knees, sit up tall, take a big inhale through the mouth and then just a big sigh, big inhale through the nose and then a big sigh out of the mouth. So again. Now in yoga, we have something called a lion's breath. I probably have done this with some of you in class. If not, watch me, and then I'd like you to try it at home. So we're going to inhale through the nose. And when we exhale, we stick out our tongue. We almost roar. It's not a scream. It's just a big, heavy, loud sigh rumble. So we're going to try that a couple of times. And then gently close the mouth. Breathe through the nose. Find a place of stillness. Come to your body. Notice what it's doing, how it's feeling, how you're sitting. And I'm going to read you this brief poem. It's called Message to Myself. To this moment, as it is, give in. Allow reality to have its way, to touch and change, and burn away whatever still remains of your illusions. Now is knocking like the guest who traveled a long distance just to visit. Would you keep her waiting at the door? Let life in, the beauty and the contradictions, the curriculum perfectly designed to pull the rug out from under your favorite easy chair before reducing it to splinters. Welcome in the tempest and the calm, opening the door for truth no matter how she finds you. So this resonated with me this morning because, we're going through this whole coronavirus situation, which has really pulled the rug out from under our easy chairs. I mean, it has flipped us on our lids. It has toppled us over. It has really just changed the way I think we look at society, how we treat the earth, how we treat each other, and it has really just pulled the rug out from under us. And I think what's important is coming out of this, how we respond to this universal timeout. I was thinking about this the other day, and I am so heartbroken for all of the deaths, but I think that this is the universe sending us a very clear message. I think that we get signs, and if we listen to them, then we move on and we get other signs for other things. But if we don't listen to them, then I think we get bigger signs and we get bigger signs. And then eventually I think that the universe or God, whatever your belief system is, I think then it just punches us in the back and it's like, hey, listen up. This is what I'm saying. So I know for a fact, for myself and my own body, you can ignore something, right? I have a pain in my leg. You can ignore it. And then eventually you can't really walk. And then you start to listen to it. Then you start to take it seriously and take care of yourself. So I honestly think that that's kind of what's happening now and how we as a people respond to this after we're allowed back out of the houses to our daily routines is going to kind of see if we learned anything about this. So I don't mean to sound preachy. It's not my intent at all. It's just I did a little bit of reflecting this morning and I kind of feel like there's a lesson in here somewhere. There is a lesson, a personal, individual lesson, and then certainly a societal lesson. And I hope that we each take heed of it and respond accordingly in whatever way fits our lifestyle, in whatever way that we can, but without the pressure to feel like we need to change everything, because that never works. So that's my little food for thought. If your eyes are open, gently close them. Come to your quiet breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe say a kind word to yourself, something supportive and loving. Inhaling, I am kindness and good, and exhaling, I am kindness and good. Inhaling, I am light and love. Exhaling, I am light and love. It doesn't have to be those words. It can be anything that resonates with you. Take 10 really nice, solid inhales and exhales. Breathing into your mantra. Breathing into the words that resonate with you. Patience, kindness, forgiveness, calm, love, whatever it is. Let's get a few more here. Feel yourself centering, calming. Breathe into your heart space. Send yourself some well-deserved love. For everything that you do, for everyone that you do it for. Take this time for yourself without guilt, without feeling selfish about it. And just enjoy your practice. Drop the chin to the chest. Bring the hands to the back of the head. Open up the elbows side to side and allow the weight of the hands to just gently put pressure on the head. Feel the back of the neck. Now slowly bring the elbows towards each other. Feel the upper back, feel as if it's widening and opening. And just allow the pressure of the hands. Don't pull, just allow the weight of the hands to give you an extra stretch. Now keeping the hands on the back of the head, you're going to open up the elbows, lift the head, push it into the back of the hands, or push it into the hands. Reach the elbows towards the back of the room and lift the head up. And we're going to repeat. Exhaling, rounding, pull the belly in. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, rounding. You can lean back. Inhaling, expanding. Let's do one more. Exhaling and inhaling. And then slowly just release the hands, bring them down to your waist. Let's take some hip rolls here. Inhale, lengthen the body. Exhale, come over that right knee. Come forward, that's the end of your exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale, half circle. Inhale, up. Again, exhale, half circle. Inhale, up. Now we're going to switch sides. Exhale over the left knee, half circle. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Keep your belly in. Last one. Exhale. And then inhale, up. Reset. Switch the cross of the legs, please. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands forward. Walk forward. Long spine. Drop the head down once you've found your spot. I need to put a blanket under my knee. I have some left knee issues going on. So actually I'm going to put it under my thigh. I'm going to use a block instead. So if you have any injuries or anything that's bothering you, other than a deep stretch that you want to get, feel free to modify how you need to. And if you don't, you can just shoot me an email or a text. or make a comment. And I'll see if I can answer it. I'm not quite sure how to work this whole YouTube thing. And then come back up. Now switch the legs back to the way you originally crossed. Inhale the arms up. Forward, sorry. And then walk the hands forward, folding over. And then come back up. Okay, great. Come onto your hands and knees, please. We're going to bring the tops of the feet into the mat and spread those knees as wide as the mat. We're coming into child's pose. So you're going to sink your seat back down onto your heels. If this bothers the knee, I'm going to give you a couple options. Let me just run through how to do it if it's not bothering you. Walk the hands forward. Drop the head down. This is your child's pose. This should feel really good. You can drop the forearms down if it's a lot on the shoulders, or you can make a little pillow with your hands if you like. But try to get that stretch. Try to get the stretch in the shoulders and the length in the spine. If this bothers your knees in any way, you could curl the toes in, sink the seat back, and go that way. That may be enough. Or you can keep the tops of the feet into the mat and maybe don't drop your seat as much and just keep the spine long. This could work too. This is more of a puppy pose than a child's pose, but it gets you the same nice stretch in the shoulders and in the back. Another trick is actually rolling up a blanket, and I'm going to show you on this knee, even though this is not my bad knee, putting it right into that crease, and that helps you prevent you from bending it as much, or from, bending it. So stay for a couple more breaths here. Come up on the fingertips. Take an inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk the hands to the right on a diagonal, and then fold over. And then inhale up on the fingertips through center, over to the other side. And then come back to center, make your way back to tabletop. All right, bring that right foot back, please. Curl the toes in, reach that heel back, gaze forward. Take your left hand, move it underneath your face. Spread your fingers wide, middle finger pointing towards the top of the mat. We're coming into gate pose. You're going to spin the back foot completely down. Open up the chest, top arm reaches up. This is gate pose, sort of a modified side plank. Reach the fingers up. Press into the pinky toe side of that back foot. If you would like, you can take the top hand, reach it towards the front of the room, increasing that stretch, the intensity a little bit. And then we're going to just come on out of it, back to tabletop. Feel free to pad your knees if it feels like a lot on the knees. My knee is bothering me a little bit today. All right, so now we're going to do the left side. So you're going to bring that left foot back, curl the toes, reach out through that heel. Right hand's going to move under the face. Middle finger points towards the top of the mat. Spin the back foot completely down. Press that heel, everything into the mat. Lift the opposite arm up. Press into the outer edge of that back foot. Feel that stretch. You can take the top arm, reach it for the front of the room. Breathing into the beautiful feelings that you're feeling in your body. It's really important to do some sort of movement every day. Walk your dogs. Dog, I have two, so I always say plural. Take a walk. Put some music in your ears and take a walk. Do yoga. Release that. Maybe go for a run if you have that in you. All right. So from here, we're going to thread the needle. I'm going to come back over here. Okay, from tabletop. So now you're going to take your right arm, inhale it up. So take this beautiful twist. You're going to exhale, bring that arm underneath your body, come down onto the shoulder and the cheek, and rotate the chest open. Or you can just take that left arm and bring it forward. Breathing into this. Couple more breaths here. Slowly come on out of it. And we'll do the other side. So now you're going to take your left hand, reach it up. Take that beautiful twist. Exhale it underneath your body. Palm faces the ceiling. Come down onto the shoulder and the cheek. Take this right hand. You can press into the mat and open the chest up. Or you can walk the fingers forward and take the stretch this way. So the hips stay lifted. Breathe into this. Okay, one more breath here, please. And then we're going to slowly come on out of it. And we're going to come back to our seat. This time we're going to bend the knees. Bring your hands behind you. So face your finger. Actually, I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. We're going to come into a reverse plank. Fingertips face your seat. Reverse tabletop, sorry. Fingertips face your seat. Feet are on the mat. You're going to inhale, press into the mat, lift the hips up. See this reverse tabletop? Drop the head back. Hold for 1, 2, and 3. Slowly lower down. Just hug yourself. Give yourself a squeeze. We're going to do that 2 more times. Bring the hands behind you. Building strength, building flexibility. Inhale, lift up. Nice and easy for 3, and 2, and 1. Drop your seat. Give yourself a squeeze. Be your biggest fan, always. And then bring your hands behind you. Last time. Inhale, lift your seat. Press into the mat. Feel this in your shoulders, in your triceps. For 3, 2, and 1. Drop your seat. Give yourself a squeeze. Well done. All right, straighten the legs out, please. Toes point towards the ceiling. If you have a strap, grab a strap. If you don't have a strap, maybe you have a jump rope, or maybe you have a yoga mat. A yoga carrying case. I'm just going to grab mine. All right, maybe you have a yoga carrying case. You could use that. All right, put that around, and you can always make it as big or as small as you need. That works too. Okay, but I have a strap, so I'm going to use my strap. Or maybe you don't even want a strap. Pull your chest forward, elbows in towards your body. Sit up tall. Feel this on the backs of the legs. You're going to slowly walk your hands down the strap. See, I'm keeping a nice long spine. Both hands on straps. Keep the right hand on the strap. Left arm peels open. Take a twist. Knowing that you're doing something so insanely good for your body and your mind. And come back to center, fold over. Other side. And then release, fold over again. Feel the backs of the legs opening. Reach your chest, your heart forward. So think more about coming forward than necessarily folding over, going down. And then release the strap. Come and sit back up. All right, bend the knees, coming into Baddha Konasana. Oh, we call this butterfly for kids' classes, right? Flap your wings. We don't want to flap our wings. So keep your feet together. Try to peel the feet open like a book. You can give yourself a little massage on the arches of your feet or on the balls of your feet. That actually helps to loosen all of the ligaments and the tendons and muscles and stuff back here. It's all connected. Grab the ankles, sit up nice and tall. Reach the heart forward. Lean forward. So maybe your elbows are coming down on your thighs. Maybe they press yourself down even more. Maybe not. That's fine. But you're hinging forward. Long spine. Breathing into this. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And then sit up. Now we're going to round the spine. So inhale, gaze up. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Round the spine. Visualize the forehead coming down towards the feet. Pull yourself inward. Notice that you're feeling this stretch in completely different spots. That's the point. And then release. Hands on the outsides of the legs. Bring them together. Give yourself a squeeze. Straighten both legs again. All right, let's bend the right knee up, please. And then drop it out to the side. Janu Shirshasana. So make your adjustment here so you're sitting on an angle. This left foot, the toes are pointing towards the ceiling. So inhale, lift the body up. Exhale, turn towards the leg and fold over. So if you want to use your strap, you can take your strap. Folding over, feeling the stretch on the back of the legs here. Make sure you're grabbing the same spot with both hands. So don't have one hand on the foot and one hand on the knee. You want to keep the shoulders in line. Okay, if I have one hand on my knee and one hand on my foot, you see my shoulders are not in line. You want them in line. And then release that. Now we're going to take a twist over this bent knee. Left hand on the outside of the knee. Sit up nice and tall. Twist around from the ribs. And then release. We're going to switch sides. Straighten both legs. The left leg bends up now. Drop the knee out to the side. Adjust yourself. So you're sitting on an angle. You don't want to be facing the leg. This Janu Shirshasana, it's a 2-for-1. You get a twist and a stretch. Okay, I'm going to put something underneath my knee. Inhale up. Exhale, turn and fold. So feel that stretch in the back of that right leg. Feel it in the lower back. Wherever you feel it is the right place. Breathing into it. One more breath. Now slowly release, and then we're going to twist over this bent leg. Keep the right foot active. And then release. All right, come back to your original cross-legged position. This is called Sukhasana. I'm going to take some twists this way. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. I always go to the left. Twist to the right, please. Sit up nice and tall. Twist comes from the ribs. So visualize the rib cage rotating to the right side of the room. We're going to inhale, come up to center. Exhale, twist. One side always feels a little tighter than the other. That's okay. Okay, inhale up. This time, drop the right arm down. Take a lean over to the right. You can walk the hand out. Maybe you bring the forearm down. Maybe not. Try to keep the sit bone connected to the mat. Straighten that left arm. And then inhale, back up, other side. Reach up. Exhale, left hand down. Reach over to the left. Right, find your edge. Whatever that is for you, find it, honor it. Breathe into it. And rise back up. Nice work. All right, let's come down onto the mat. We'll close it out with a couple of poses. So lying completely down on your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze. Let's do some circles with the knees. So bring the hands on the top of the knees. Both knees go in the same direction. Both knees to the right, front, left, towards your stomach. Right, front, left, and then back. So circles here. Finding your breath. Let's do one more in this direction. And then the other way, left side. Let's do two more. Okay, bring it in. Good, drop the feet down. All right, so hug the right knee in, okay? Lift the right leg up towards the ceiling, flex the foot. And then straighten that left leg. Now, if you have a strap, you can go ahead and put the strap around that right foot. If you don't, you can just hold it up. Maybe you can hold on to your leg like this, or if you can reach your big toe, you can reach your big toe. Okay, but I'm going to use my strap. Grab hold of both sides of the strap in your right hand. Keep reaching the toes towards your nose, heel towards the ceiling. Keep that left foot nice and active. Take an inhale, pull that foot towards the back of the room. Exhale, drop it out to the right. You're only going to take it as far as the body allows before this left hip pops up. So if you can see me, my left hip is up, right? I've gone too far. And keep it down and drop the leg wherever it goes. So for some, it may look like this. That's fine. If you have a block, you may want to rest it on a block. But you don't have to. So feel the stretch in the groin, the back of the leg. Feel it maybe along the left hip flexor. I feel it. Take the left hand, bring it out to the side, maybe overhead. And then bring that leg back up. Switch hands. Drop that leg over to the right. This time it's okay for the hip to lift. You're going to roll your body. Try to keep the right shoulder connected to the mat as much as possible. Beautiful stretch. And then come back up to center. We're going to loose the strap, hug the knee in, put the foot back on the mat, bend the left foot to meet the right foot, bend the left knee into the chest. You're going to lift it up to the ceiling. Then we're going to straighten that right leg. Okay? Now if you have your strap, we're going to repeat what we did on the other side, on this side. Reach that heel towards the ceiling. Try to keep your shoulders down as best as you can. Staying here for a breath or two, feeling the back of the legs open, back of the leg. Now bring the strap into the left hand. Take an inhale. Pull that leg towards you and then exhale. Drop it out to the left. Keep your right hand on your right hip. Helps keep you honest. And if that hip lifts, you've gone too far. Pull back. Right hand can come out to the side, maybe overhead. Breathe into those places where you're feeling it. It is okay to feel deep sensation. You don't want to feel pain. You don't want to feel like anything's about to snap. Deep sensation is fine. Keep that right leg active. And then we're going to lift that left leg back up. Switch the strap into the opposite hand. I'm coming off my mat here. And then left hand comes out, right leg drops to the right. Just enough so that that left shoulder stays planted. Send the breath to the places that you're feeling this. And then slowly bring that leg back up to center. Release the strap. Bend the knee, hug it in. Drop the foot back onto the mat. Bend the right leg to meet it. Hug both knees into the chest. One last spinal twist before we come into a Shavasana. Bring the knees together. Drop them to the right. Try to keep them as close to your face as possible, as close to your shoulder as possible. Left arm comes out to the side. If this twist is not feeling right for you, you can take any twist that feels good. Any variation. Let's get one more breath here. And come back to center. Hug those knees back in. Drop them over to the left. Adjust yourself once you're down. I always like to keep my hand on top of the top leg. Pushing it down gives me more of a twist. Palm, opposite palm, facing the ceiling. Gaze is anywhere that feels okay on the neck. The practice tells us to look over the opposite shoulder, but I say look wherever there's no strain on your neck. So maybe to the ceiling, you can look to the left, or you can look to the right, wherever feels okay on the shoulder. There are no shoulds in yoga. And try to carry that off your mat. There are no shoulds in life. I should be a better mother. I should be a better friend. There are no shoulds. I should have done it this way or that way. Right? You do the best you can with what you have and where you're at on that particular day, in that particular moment. And come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. Good job. Nice gentle practice for today. Drop the feet down onto the mat. Straighten out the legs. Take your blanket. Where's my blanket? Take your blanket and cover your midsection at least. If you want to cover your whole body, cover your whole body, but at least cover your midsection. I like to take a block as well. In the studio, we have these weighted, well, one of the studios I teach at, we have these weighted pillows. I always encourage that on the midsection. Putting a little bit of weight on your torso during Shavasana, it helps calm the nervous system. So it helps get you into a more relaxed state. That's why those weighted blankets work really well for kids and adults, quite frankly. So feel the back of your head resting on the mat. Take a big inhale and then an exhale. Find a little steadiness in your breath. And start to visualize yourself feeling centered and comfortable on your mat. Start to visualize yourself feeling relaxed. Visualize yourself maybe on a beach or in your happy place, wherever that is. Could be skiing, could be in your summer house. I don't have a summer house, but imagine if I had a summer house, maybe that would be my happy place. Feel the warmth of the sun shining on your face wherever you are. Look at the beautiful clear blue skies. Feel a sense of peace and contentment wash over your entire body. As you lay on this mat for the next minute, allowing yourself to feel free from obligation, free from worry and burdens, and full of abundance, of gratitude, of love, kindness. Living your life from abundance, reminding yourself to live from a place of abundance. There's enough for everyone. There's enough for you. You are enough. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Inhale the arms overhead. Point the toes. Big body stretch, big spinal stretch. And then hands by your side. Take the block off of your tummy. Take the blanket off of you. Right knee comes into the chest. Left knee comes to meet it. Roll over to your right side. Staying in this little fetal position, turn your head so your forehead is on the mat. And then take your left hand, press into the floor or the mat. Gently press yourself up, trying to keep your eyes closed. Come to a comfortable seated position where we started our practice, the Sukhasana, this easy seat. Sit up tall, please. Take a moment here to do a body scan, head to toe. Notice how you're feeling without any judgment or expectation. It's just observing and noticing what's going on in your body and how you're feeling as a result of the practice that we just did, as a result of putting yourself first, taking time for yourself, moving your body, and breathing with mindfulness. Inhale your hands together at heart center. Bow your chin towards your heart. Thank yourself for coming to your mat. Thank yourself for doing all that you do. And I want to thank you for allowing me to teach you, to practice with you. And I hope to see you again sooner than later, but who knows, live and in person at one of my classes. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you all so much.